Hey everyone, welcome to this daily Sidereal Astrology forecast for Tuesday, January 16th, 2020. Alright, so another simple day astrologically here as we do gear up for a new moon / solar eclipse at the end of the week on the weekend. So we are closing out the current lunar month, and so good to finalize things as we approach the weekend and maybe create a bit of space for what will be some very important new beginnings for our life path coming up this weekend. But today we do have the moon finishing receptive Pisces and going into more active Aries. So the first part of the day really good for more receptivity, as it has been more unconditionality, finding a little more peace in our life. And then as the day unfolds, especially if you're further west, in the later part, getting into more active energy. The moon in Aries is great for independence, pursuing goals, needs, again, in the context of closing things out of this lunar month. We also have Mercury Retrograde Wednesday and Thursday coming up too, so maybe good to start to see what can be reworked, rethought about during the upcoming retrograde. All right, so let's take a look at all this here in more detail when we return. All right, so here is the sky for this Tuesday. And again, we are using the visible sky called True Sidereal Astrology. This is using the actual placement of the constellations, which is different from mainstream. So if you are new to the channel, definitely check out that link down below for more information, because you will notice the signs that I mentioned are different from mainstream astrology. All right, so let's take a look here at the moon's placement, representing both the theme of the day and then also it's just generally good to cultivate this phase of the cycle. And with the moon finishing receptive Pisces, it's been a very watery time, especially over the last weekend as well. And so we're in a sense still finalizing that. We still do have Mars, of course, who's recently entered Pisces and still close to Neptune. So really for the next 6 months or more, it's still good to be more receptive with things and put action towards things that are more soul satisfying and find a little bit of peace in life with Mars there. However, the more immediate theme with this from the weekend is finalizing. Today, finishing up anything that does require finding more peace in life, more receptivity, more acceptance, doing things on a soul level, right? Still really good to finalize here today. But the later part, and especially if you're further west, we'll start to feel more of the fire energy of Aries, the ram. And so especially tomorrow, really good for taking initiative, right? Maybe setting some goals, pursuing our needs, our desires, and cultivating those things that are important to us as individuals, right? And cultivating our independence and personal needs, really good to cultivate the very later part of the day. And as a reminder, of course, it's still a very grounding time. We do have the sun finishing resourceful Taurus and Venus retrograde here. So remembering the larger context is around taking things one step at a time, enjoying the simple pleasures of life and nature, stopping to smell the roses, cultivating beauty and aesthetics and groundedness in our life. Really good to still focus on. Now, no major aspects exact here today. But we are going to be gearing up for what will be Mercury retrograde starting tomorrow, but especially he'll go actually retrograde on Thursday. And so we may or may not feel this today, but as the day does unfold, if there is anything you do want to start to rethink, reevaluate, redo, rework, re-edit, right? Go back and kind of reconsider or rework. Really good to maybe start to be aware of what could be a shift coming up here this week regarding that. With Mercury and Gemini, it could specifically deal with correspondence, communication, knowledge, information, right? These kinds of practical and mental things. That's what's going to be going over the retrograde with Mercury. And this will, of course, be leading up to what will be the solar eclipse, total solar eclipse here this weekend. So the most important thing I would say for today and really for the rest of the week is to finalize things from the current lunar month. How can we complete some things, maybe release some things to create some space for what will be a transformative new beginning collectively and personally regarding our life path with the eclipse coming up. So it'll be a new path, new direction, taking us into the next 6 months of the year. And so anything we can do to finalize the current energies and things that we've been involved with for the past month could be a really good way of working with the day. And specifically, how can we gain greater receptivity, more peace, more acceptance with Pisces, but in the very later part of the day and tomorrow, maybe getting into some of that initiative to pursue some of those more active and direct and assertive qualities of ourself and of life. All right, so everyone have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to click that like button if you haven't yet. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe for more daily videos. And in either case, if you haven't clicked the notification bell down below, do click that for updates on when these videos are released. But everyone have a great one. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow for the next daily forecast. Take care.